Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you new here, my name is Donna, and for those of you not new, thank you so much for continuing to come back, support my channel. I appreciate all of you so very much. Today I am doing the next sample series episode. I believe this is episode 18. I don't know, it's super hard for me to keep track of them these days without going back into my channel, and I should just write it down. I should. But I don't always. I believe it's number 18, which is crazy to me that we've done this now for 4.5 months, right? But it doesn't seem like I've been rolling through the sample series as long as I have. But I have, and it's crazy. So anyways, in this series, I pick some samples. I use them for a couple weeks, and then I come back to you every other Sunday to talk to you about what I felt about the samples that I use from my sample stash. I forgot to put my bins up here. I'll have to do that. These are the samples that we had for this week, and you guys can see one of them I didn't even use, and we'll get to that in a minute, but the rest of them I did. I do have a good idea of what I want to talk about for all of them, so let's just dig into these guys. These do tend to be a little bit longer videos for me. I'm trying, you guys, I'm trying not to talk so much in my videos, because I know that for many of us, like a 30-minute video just isn't in the cards. So I'm really trying not to talk so much. Forgive me if I'm not exactly perfect all the time. So the first thing I want to talk about is this. This is the Buxom Lash Mascara. That's all that the name says it is on the back, is Lash Mascara. When I looked it up, it did say that it was an intensely volumizing shampoo. Oh my God. When I looked it up, it did say it was an intensely volumizing mascara. It separates and defines. It's clump resistant. I do find that it is clump resistant. I do find that it separates and defines. What I don't find is the volumizing that this says that it has. It does create some length. I did enjoy this for creating some length, but I did find that I was going back in with another mascara to create really the volume that I wanted. As far as length goes, though, this has got it in the bag. What I would say as far as separation and defining the lashes, it does separate them and define them, and you end up with like spider legs basically attached to your eyes instead of lashes, which is fine. I like some length, but I also like some volumizing, and I didn't find that to be true with this guy. This is what the wand looks like on it, and it is one of those like little plastic nubby ones that tend to be really great for separation of your lashes. I didn't find that it flaked, which was fantastic for me. A lot of mascaras that I have in my collection do flake, which is why I've kind of went to a tubing mascara instead, especially on my bottom lashes, so that it doesn't flake. I also found that it didn't really transfer at all, which was amazing. I also found that it went on really evenly. Like, every coat I put on it was a really even coat of mascara. With that being said, it doesn't help for the volumization if the mascara coats are going on evenly. You want almost, I say this with hesitation because clumping is really a piece of of a mascara's entity that is a deal breaker for a lot of people, but you do want to some extent a little bit of clumping action to happen in order to create that volume in your lashes, and I didn't really find that this did that. It doesn't clump whatsoever, and that is good, but it also doesn't create volume because it doesn't clump. What I will say about this also is it didn't bother my eyes at all, and I have super sensitive eyes, so it didn't bother my eyes at all. I am wearing it today, but sadly I am also wearing some lashes, which is unheard of for me, but with this look I couldn't not wear lashes. I wish I had recorded this look. It would have been a great look to record, but I didn't. I'm sorry. It does come in at 4.2 stars on the Ulta website with 587 reviews. So I think that that is an amazing star rating for how many reviews it has. It is a pretty decent mascara. I would repurchase the full size. The full size of this is a $22 mascara. With that being said, I also know that there are some amazing drugstore mascaras out there. So do you need to spend $22 on a mascara for length? No. There's other mascaras out there that cost far less than this that give you some supreme length to your lashes. But what I am saying is if this is a mascara that you were interested in and you're looking for length, that is a great mascara and I would purchase it. The next thing I have is this. It is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. And this is what this guy looks like. I don't have this one in a full size. I do have quite a few Becca Shimmering Skin Perfectors, but I don't have this one in a full size. So I was really excited to get to use this one. This one is again in the shade Opal. It's got kind of like a golden iridescent look to it. It is a powder, but it's got a very creamy feel to it. It's almost like super buttery soft. That is what it looks like on my finger, and then this is what it looks like on your skin. So it's got a little bit of like goldness to it, but I have to be honest, it comes off more of a peach. It's honestly almost too rosy for my skin for just on top of my skin. As a blush topper, it works much better, but if I don't go in ham with it, it's really, really nice. I loved it. I love the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfectors. I have a ton of them in this drawer here, and you guys will see that in my highlight collection video for you coming soon. This is super silky to the touch. Like I said, it kind of just melts into your skin, so it doesn't emphasize any texture on your skin, and I found that to be true of all the Shimmering Skin Perfectors by Becca. I have a deep affinity for them. Although there are other highlights in my collection that have taken the #1 and #2 spot in my collection, I think that Becca Shimmering Skin Perfectors are on the top of my list. Top 5 for sure. That one in particular comes in at 4.7 stars on the Ulta website with over 1,000 reviews, nearly 1,200 reviews. So 4.7 stars with 1,175 reviews, and you get 0.28 ounces of product for $38 for the full size option of that guy. The next thing I have is this. It is the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil, and this one is just in Original. And this is a weightless loose finishing powder, and it is supposed to provide you, I don't know if you guys can see that, it's supposed to provide you with an airbrushed finish. This is it on my finger, and this is what it looks like on your hand. And buff it in, buff it in. I have to tell you, Bare Minerals used to be the only makeup that I wore on my face. I loved their foundation. I loved their concealer. Is amazing, even though it's a powder concealer. Amazing. You would never know it. This is also amazing. I have the tinted one in my full sizes, and I have used it in the past. I don't know if you guys can see the blurring effect that's going on my hand right there. The blurring effect that this powder gives me is really outstanding. I had forgotten how much I liked their powders until I had this in my sample series. This is one of those things that I'm grateful to the sample series for, because it brings into my attention things that maybe I had used in the past that I forgot how much I loved, or things that I've never tried before. So I love it. I will probably continue to use this up until it's gone, and then I'm going to break out my full sizes. Would I repurchase it? Sure. The one thing that I didn't like about it is that I don't feel like I could see it lasting on my face much past like the 5-hour mark. But if you are a person that doesn't need, powder on your face after that 5-hour mark, cool beans. What I also noticed if I put too much on is it really did cling to the dry patches on my skin. So I had to be very, very light-handed with it. I am wearing it today. I have had it on my face I've had it on for about 8 hours now, and I think that it actually looks pretty decent today, but I didn't really put very much on. I put a little bit in the cap, swirled the brush into it, and then used what was on that brush to like tap it into 4 different spots on my face and then buff it in. And I feel like it looks good today. What I wrote down was it does give that airbrush look right off, as well as a very natural look. You can wear it on bare skin to help merge your skin coloring, and it does fantastically at that. So without any kind of like foundation or anything on your face, just use it on your face to help your coloring like look consistent on your face. It does help with that. It definitely decreases the appearance of texture because it does have a slight blurring effect to it. It looks peachy in here, but it actually goes onto the skin in a translucent way. It didn't help my skin any after that like 6th hour. It does have a 4.6 star rating on Ulta Beauty with 2,105 reviews that make up that 4.6 star rating. So it is a fantastically favorited item. I think that Bare Minerals Mineral Veil, like I said, is a product I used to use all the time. I'm glad it popped up in my sample series because I didn't remember how much I loved this powder. And full size is 0.3 ounces. You can get a full size of that for $25. The next thing I want to talk about are these Neutrogena makeup wipes. You guys can see I do have 2 left. I am going to use them up, but I did start with something like 12 in my stash. I had one that I pulled, but I had another 10 or 11 in my stash, so I just put them all into my rotation. I gave a couple to my daughter to wipe her skin off with. What I will say about these is they are fragrance free. I could use them on my eyes without any kind of real irritation, which was nice. You know, with some makeup wipes you can try and take your eye makeup off and it really just smudges it all over the place. These didn't do that. They're alcohol free, and I think that's why they probably didn't irritate my eyes, and they're a #1 bestseller. But they leave a horrible oily residue on your hands, on your face. I felt like when I used them, which I would anyways because it's a wipe, I had to go back in and wash my face again. But with that being said, I felt it on my hands. I was using them during a collection video and I had to refilm the collection video because the oily residue that was on these was all over my hands, and it was creating like smudge marks and just what appeared to be dirtiness on my product, and I didn't want them to look that way in the video. So I feel like they are, I don't know. I don't dislike them. Yep, I do. I absolutely dislike them. I dislike them because I don't like the feeling of the residue that they leave behind when I touch them. So would I repurchase them? No. You guys, I have purchased these in the past. As a matter of fact, that's where this bin that I keep my wipes in, it is a Neutrogena bin. I used to buy these. I think I bought them like once or twice, and one time came with that bin, and then after that I quit buying them because I just cannot stand the way my hands feel after I've touched these wipes. These are $6.99 for 25 in a pack, which is I mean, it's not bad, but it's not horrible either. But I get all of my wipes these days at TJ Maxx, and you can get a 120 count pack for like $4.99. These do have a 4.4 star rating on Ulta Beauty's website with 348 reviews that help them achieve that 4.4 star rating. I just don't like them. I just don't like them. The next item is also skin. It is this Garnier Skin Active Soothing Facial Mist made with rose water, made without parabens, dyes, silicones, sulfates. This is the card to it. And that is what the fuller size bottle looks like. And then this is the little tiny bottle that came inside of this card. It's like the size of a sample perfume, which makes it really hard to use, right? It's a facial spray. Like, this is the tiniest thing to have to use, and because of its tininess, the spritzer isn't necessarily the most beautiful spritzer on the planet, but It's made with rose water. It hydrates and refreshes the skin. It's supposed to be multi-purpose, so you can use it for hydration, for priming, for setting, and for refreshing your skin all day long. It didn't really work for a setting spray. I'll give you that. I did like using it as a refresher. It does that. At least it does refresh your makeup. It is made with rose water, but it's not like super rose scented. Like I have a Grace and Stella one that smells so much like rose, it's almost putrid. This one doesn't smell like an overwhelming rose scent, so it isn't bad to use, but that is just out of this little tiny container. I don't know what the full size is like. I didn't see any real hydration from it, so if it's boasting a hydrating facial mist, it's not really giving you any kind of hydration. As a matter of fact, I felt like it kind of dried me out a little bit more, but I did like it as a refresher mist for my makeup, just on those days where I felt like because I have super dry skin, so I use facial mist all the time. I felt like it was good for a facial mist halfway through my day, or even 2 or 3 times during the day, but it doesn't do anything for hydration. It doesn't do anything to set your makeup. It doesn't do anything to prime. I can't imagine if it's not doing anything to set, so there's that. It is only $3.99 for 1 ounce of this product, but 1 ounce is not much when you think about a facial mist. This right here is 2.3 ounces and it's kind of small. So when you think of 1 ounce, it's like half the size of this. Do I think that you need this in your life? No, I didn't think it did anything. That guy also has a 4.4-star review on Ulta, but it only has 7 reviews. So obviously it's like a star product for Garnier, right? I mean, I shouldn't say that. Maybe it is a star product. It's just not sold very wildly on the Ulta Beauty website. The last product I have is this, and it's the Amika Soul Food Nourishing Mask. And y'all, I didn't use this, and the reason why I didn't use this is because I did a little bit of research, which I have tended to do for hair products, because I don't want my color stripped unless I'm going to go see my stylist the next day. And all of the bad reviews for this product were about it stripping the color out of the person's hair. Like, pictures were involved and they were awful. So I wasn't going to use this product. I'm not going to use this product. I'm actually going to stick it into my giveaway bins to give away in my next giveaway, but this is a $28 item. It does come with 8 ounces for the full size. I'm quite certain it's fine for hair that's not color treated, or especially color treated with vibrant vivids, but I wasn't gonna risk it. I hope that you guys can understand that. I'm sure that you can. It's supposed to be a replenishing treatment, a deep conditioning treatment, and it's supposed to give your hair hydration. I do know that a lot of the reviews that I looked at, in addition to the fact that they were saying it stripped their hair, they also said it didn't give them any hydration. I don't know a lot about Amika, if I'm honest, so I can't give you any kind of background on what I do know about the brand. I don't know that I have tried much from Amika. Maybe a dry shampoo. I don't know much about Amika, is what I'm getting at. This did have a 4.9-star rating on Amika, but I couldn't find a star rating on it anywhere else, and I don't trust it because it did have about 17 reviews out of the 638 that were 1-star reviews talking about the fact that it stripped its color. I don't know how many other 1-star reviews it had. You can never just trust these days, and that's sad. I might still use this item, maybe. I don't know. Once it goes into my giveaway bins, I kind of forget that it's there until I'm putting together a box. But I won't use it, though, until the day before I go in for a hair appointment, because I don't want my color stripped. I'm going to grab my sample bins, pull them up, and then we will pull new samples. I'll be right back. All right, guys, these are my sample bins. We have the first drawer is hair, second drawer is skin, last drawer is makeup, and we pull 1, 2, and 3. And I think I'm going to start incorporating also a mask of some sort into my sample series, because I have a whole lot of masks that I also need to start using in my collection. So there's that. So we will actually end up having 3 skincare samples with my masks involved in those. So we are going to pull from here first. So what we pulled was this. It is the Biologe All-in-One Coconut Infusion Multi-Benefit Spray. And that is what that guy looks like. Alright, we have this, which is Cacao Matcha something facial cream. And then, what's right there? What's right there? We also have this, which is a Coconut Milky Body Scrub. Body Scrub. I'm excited about that. I think there was more than one of these in there. If there is, I'll dig it out and we'll put it in here too. Right. And then the last one is makeup. I'm going to pull 3 of these. We have this Ciate London Hydrating Lip Oil in Watermelon Burst. We have this Limitless Lash Mascara by Ilia. Alrighty, my camera died, so let's go over the things that we pulled for samples. We have the Biologe All-in-One Coconut Infusion Multi-Benefit Spray. That is my hair product for the weeks. I do have an Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara. This I picked up in a Sephora haul as a point purchase. We do have the IBY Radiant Glow Highlighter in 24K. I'm not sure it's a 24K. It looks very much like the highlighter that we just used by Becca. We also have this Coconut Milky Body Scrub. That is a body product that would be skincare. I also found 2 other ones of those in my collection. So I will either use all 3 or I'll use 1 and then put the other 2 into my giveaway bins. I also pulled this Hydrating Lip Oil by Ciate London. It's a Watermelon Burst. And then this face cream by Cacao. I think it's a matcha facial cream. So we'll see. We'll see how that works. And then I told you guys that I thought I was going to start adding in some masks too, and I think that's where my camera maybe cut out, was me pulling this mask out. I do have 2 drawers of masks. I just dug into it and pulled one out. This is actually 2 masks in here. These are the 24 karat gold sheet masks that are supposed to lift, firm, glow, and detoxify your skin. These are by Kazu Beauty, and I believe I got them in an Ipsy. I'm not certain, but I think that's where I got them from. So over the next couple weeks, these are the items that we will use. I will then come back to you and let you know how I felt about these items. So please stay tuned. Thank you guys so very much for coming to my channel and checking out my sample video today. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you enjoyed it. And I hope that you enjoyed me. I hope that you enjoyed all of it so very much. So much that you're considering giving it a big thumbs up. It really does help our channels out here, and it's totally free to do. I also hope that you liked us enough that you're considering subscribing before you go. I do upload content 3 to 4 times a week, so if you do that, please don't forget to hit that notification bell. It's going to make sure that you don't miss anything that I post. I hope that your day and your month so far is fantastic. I hope that you guys are out there wearing your masks, because we're never going to get out of this if we don't all start wearing a mask. I hope that you guys are loving each other, but loving each other from afar. And until next time, guys, bye.